Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news today, outside we go to take a look outside our weather window and the Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera today overlooking the Wenatchee Valley. Our cross camera, and boy, a very heavy cloud deck moved in our way this afternoon. Even some mountain sprinkles around north central Washington, but pretty spring-like weather for us. And as we move through the rest of our week, our temperatures will stay spring-like as well. Wenatchee and Omak basically lower 70s for the rest of this week, while Moses Lake just a touch warmer, mainly in the mid 70s. But you can add another 15 degrees to those temperatures as we get into the weekend, and we'll tell you more about our hot weather on the way coming up a little bit later on. And now here are a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The Seattle man accused of tying up and beating his girlfriend in a remote Leavenworth cabin was released from jail on Monday. Local prosecutors have withdrawn charges against a Wenatchee man accused of receiving a 33-pound shipment of methamphetamine. And if you're in the market for a home in the Wenatchee Valley, get that checkbook out. We'll tell you more about that. But first, our top story tonight, a former employee at the Grant County PUD may face charges after allegedly taking home tactical equipment that belonged to the district. The Washington State Auditor's Office says a former security supervisor who left the PUD in 2018 took it with him a ballistic helmet, targeting laser, and night vision goggles. He turned the gear over to Afraid of Police last year after an investigation began. The equipment was valued at more than $13,000. The state auditor says the Grant PUD failed to complete its inventory process for 2 consecutive years, which might have uncovered the loss. The case was turned over to the Grant County prosecuting attorney. No charges have yet been filed. Well, the Seattle man accused of tying up and beating his girlfriend in a remote Leavenworth cabin was released from jail yesterday after paying a $75,000 bond. Carlisle Simpson Dean has not been charged, but Chelan County Sheriff's deputies say he assaulted and kept the woman tied up with masking tape and a cloth apron for about 3.5 hours on Friday. She later fled the cabin off Icicle Road and was treated for a broken rib and other injuries. NCWLIFE has learned that the 62-year-old Dean is a descendant of the wealthy DuPont family. He owns homes and commercial properties in Seattle and Colorado and administers a $2 million family charitable fund. Prosecutors have until the end of the day on Wednesday to decide whether to file charges. Local prosecutors have withdrawn charges against a Wenatchee man accused of receiving a 33-pound shipment of methamphetamine because federal charges are forthcoming. 50-year-old Francisco Sedano allegedly arranged to take delivery of a meth shipment sent to Wenatchee from California back in March. State and federal police agencies say they intercepted the delivery near Klamath Falls and then arranged to deliver a dummy shipment instead. They say Sedano accepted the delivery at his home and was arrested on the spot. Chelan County prosecutors initially pressed charges of drug possession and conspiracy, but now say because Sedano is likely to be charged in U.S. District Court, they've set aside their case. He was released from the Chelan County Jail on June 2nd. Well, if you're in the market for a home in the Wenatchee Valley, get that checkbook out. The latest real estate snapshot for the Wenatchee area in May showed a 20% rise in the median sales of a home compared to last year. The price last month was $420,000. That's compared to $349,000 just a year ago. Active home listings were also way down compared to last year, with 36 last month compared to 129 in May of 2020. On a positive note, total home sales in May were up significantly compared to last year, with 91 sales this year and 66 sold last year, a 38% increase. The Wenatchee real estate market consists of Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, Orondo, and Rock Island. Coming up next, COVID-19 vaccinations will be offered Thursday in Bridgeport. In what's being called an historic day, the Wenatchee Police Department promoted 4 of its officers last week. At a time when many local businesses are reporting difficulty finding workers, the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce and the Wenatchee Downtown Association are teaming up to offer a community job fair. And a 2019 dash cam video of a suspect crashing into a power pole outside Moses Lake will be featured on June 15th on the TV show Body Cam. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi, Stephen DeVilbiss here, Branch Manager of Beneficial and Home Care. We are an equal opportunity employer and we do not discriminate in employment or services. It is our mission to maximize our clients' physical health and sense of mental well-being while remaining in the comfort of their home. We are currently seeking professional caregivers who share our mission to help our clients live safely and comfortably at home. Call Beneficial and Home Care. Schedule your interview today, 509-663-7900.
Did you know people 65 or older make up 12% of the U.S. population but consume 34% of all prescription drugs? Protect yourself and your aged loved ones from prescription errors. Always read labels carefully to avoid mistakes. Ask your pharmacist if over-the-counter medicines conflict with your prescriptions, and never skip doses or take more than is prescribed. This message sponsored by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington. Call 1-800-572-4459 for prescription assistance.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Welcome back. In another news, COVID-19 vaccinations will be offered Thursday in Bridgeport as part of the Chelan Douglas Health District's efforts to offer access to the vaccine in outlying areas of the two counties. The clinic will be at Fireman Park from 2 to 6 p.m. and will offer the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine to anyone 18 or older. Last week in nearby Brewster, Okanagan Public Health offered vaccines and tests to all agricultural workers arriving in the country. The health district said more than 2,250 ag workers have been fully vaccinated thus far. Well, in what is being called an historic day, the Wenatchee Police Department promoted 4 of its officers last week. Corporals Corey Bernashi and Guy Bryant were both promoted to sergeant, and officers Mark Ward and Ron Wilson were both promoted to corporal. All 4 of the newly promoted officers have been assigned to supervisory positions in the patrol division. Well, at a time when many local businesses are reporting difficulty finding workers, the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce and Wenatchee Downtown Association are teaming up to offer a community job fair this month. Dozens of employers are expected at the Wenatchee Convention Center coming up on June 23rd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Community members, students, and recent graduates are invited to meet with prospective employers. The Chelan Douglas Health District also will be on site offering the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 one-dose vaccine to anyone 18 and older. Well, a 2019 dashcam video of a suspect crashing into a power pole outside Moses Lake will be featured June 15th on the TV show Body Cam. The show will air on the Investigation Discovery Channel from 9 to 10 p.m. On October 29, 2019, a Moses Lake police officer was attempting to pull over 32-year-old James Milner of Moses Lake when he led them on a pursuit on Patton Boulevard, where the speeding suspect lost control and hit the power pole. None of the occupants of Milner's vehicle were injured, but a live power line came down on the officer's vehicle, and he had to wait in the car for a PUD crew to cut that power. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Well, after a year off because of COVID, NCWLIFE's Dan Kuntz is back at the Apple Blossom Food Court searching out the best that Memorial Park has to offer. In tonight's features story, he grabs an Apple Blossom favorite, the pierogi, as only Dan can.
West.
Traveling west.
This is new. I didn't have this 2 years ago. And of course, this is a QR code, and if you're familiar with how this works, you take your fob that I have here, and you touch it. And now, on this fob, because I touched the QR code thing, I can go wherever I want to now in the park. So I got the key. Good. It's our friend Kelly Hart. We got to go say hi to our friend Kelly Hart. Broadcasting legend. How are you, my friend?
I am great.
What are you partaking in?
Pierogies.
Scale of 1 to 10 on the Kelly Hart scale of gastronomical delights.
12.
Pierogies. I just changed my mind. Kelly Hart mornings on Core Radio. That's K-O-R-E. What is it on your radio dial?
105.9 in Wenatchee and 99.1 in Entiat.
And of course, you still watch Wake Up Wenatchee Valley every morning. Apparently the pierogies are popular. I don't even know what's in a pierogi. I'm about ready to find out. I see they have beef and cheese, salmon and cream cheese, vegetable, and apple and cinnamon. I don't know what a Cossack is either. Didn't they fight in the Russian independence war? How are you, bud? I'm Dan. What's your name?
I'm Brayden.
Brayden. I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you so much. It's wind blowing.
So I don't know anything about pierogies, so tell me about them.
Yeah, Russian Ukrainian. Yeah, it's like a cheeseburger that you get over there on the streets, but we brought them here to America, threw some cheese in it now, and different types of fillings, but beef and cheese, everybody here really enjoys that one.
Well, let's do it. Let's do 2, because I got to buy one for my camera guy over there.
Right.
It doesn't get out much.
Oh, all right. So
now we go eat. We were shooting a documentary. It's well noted, and I didn't like the fact that everybody said my brother was in prison. My brother was a warden, all right? It's not the same. Still ticks me off. So we're back with Kelly. Oh, wait a minute. Hold tight. I got a fob in. Done. Okay. All right.
How's that?
Let's take a. It's the QR codes. So now I can. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's hot. All right. I'm going in.
Okay. All I got there was the crust, so I got a bigger bite. I can tell I'm in for a treat here. Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, really good.
I should have got a salmon one for Cal.
Oh.
He loves salmon. Loves it. Eats it all the time. Can't get enough of it. His favorite dish is salmon with a side of pears, fresh pears.
Really? With pears?
Yeah, he loves them. The pierogies are, it's a 12.
Yeah.
You're spot
That's
on.
great.
You're spot on. Dan, Kelly, and the lovely, I'm sorry, your name again?
Katie.
And the lovely Janet are here at the park, and we're eating, and we're having a good time, and we'll see you tomorrow. On behalf of everybody here, God bless America. Goodbye. I'm eating a Russian sandwich.
And by the way, Dan did not bring us all back a pierogi this afternoon. Let's take a look now at your north central Washington weather forecast. And we had a spring day today with temperatures a little bit on the cool side and plenty of cloudiness moving in. We did see that over the Wenatchee Valley today as we look down from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. We call it the cross camera. We did see those mid and heavy level clouds move in today, a little bit lower hanging today too, with some scattered showers in the mountains. Kept our temperature down a little bit, but still warmer than the past couple of days, that's for sure. Unofficially, 72 degrees today. 76 is our normal high, so we'll stay pretty much below normal over the next 2 or 3 days. 48 our overnight low this morning. 54 is normal. Do you remember 2015? 103 degrees, our record high 6 years ago. Record low 40 degrees, and that was in 1988. Sunrise this morning 5:05, and we'll set tonight at 8:56. Let's take a peek at your hump day weather forecast now. Let's not do that. Yeah, thank you, Uriah. Let's get right to our surface loop. We'll start with tonight with partly cloudy skies. It will be just a bit breezy tonight. You can see these isobars pretty tightly packed together, and that'll kick up our wind a little. For Wednesday, boy, expect a nice one out there. Mostly sunny and seasonably mild. Just a bit of a ridge still up and over us with an area of low pressure pressing against that ridge, and that area of low pressure will win out as we get towards the end of the week. Increasing clouds in our Thursday forecast. We'll see a bit breezy conditions at times. It will stay mild, but boy, as this thing moves in on Friday, then it will bring us a pretty good chance for some rain showers. Mostly cloudy for Friday. A 30% chance of rain. The question is, will it move over the Cascades into the Wenatchee Valley? We'll have to wait and see. High temperatures on Friday again in the lower 70s. As we get you into the weekend, our area of low pressure, it begins to slide to the north, and that'll allow a high pressure ridge to once again build in. We're talking highs in the mid 70s as we kick off our upcoming weekend. For Sunday, partly cloudy and much warmer. There's our new ridge right over Washington State. We are talking temperatures in the mid 80s on Sunday, 90 degrees down in the Tri-Cities, and get ready for a hot one on Monday. Mostly sunny and unseasonably hot. High pressure continues to amplify on Monday. We're talking temperatures well into the 90s all over eastern Washington, with a high even in Spokane on Monday of 95 degrees. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. Tonight, a little bit better, 49 degrees for an overnight low. We're going to stay consistently into the lower 70s right through Friday. A little breezy on Thursday, a chance for showers on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday look great. 76 Saturday, 86 on Sunday, and 90 your high temperature on Monday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
The Tan Republic Bronze Without Borders membership is our best membership to date. Discounted monthly dues, access to over 65 locations, 25% off all products, discounted upgrades and spray tanning, members only specials, and of course, we treat you like a VIT. Very important tanner. Ask your certified Smart Tan associate how you can sign up for a Bronze Without Borders membership program today and save. Tan beautiful. Tan Republic.
At Wenatchee Power Sports, we proudly offer the Polaris product line. Polaris builds the highest quality side-by-side in the industry, with off-road capability that's second to none. The Polaris pre-order program allows customers to purchase the vehicle they want without having to select from limited dealer inventory. The Wenatchee Valley has year-round access to some of the best ORV trails in the Northwest. Start your adventure here at Wenatchee Power Sports.
It's a nice fish. Yeah, that's a beauty. We'll take that one. Whew. Oh boy, that hillside is steep.
Worksharp presents the Northwest Outdoorsman.
Watch for new episodes of the Northwest Outdoorsman on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. The Wenatchee Apple Sox return home to face the Walla Walla Sweets in the first of 3 games tonight at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Wenatchee began league play over the weekend, taking 1 out of 3 against Portland. The Sweets come in at 2-1, winning its WCL opening series against Cowlitz. Head coach Ian Sanderson says there are still some players yet to arrive due to the college playoffs, but likes what he sees on his roster.
Right now it's just getting guys comfortable. Guys haven't played for a couple years with COVID. And just getting guys comfortable is the biggest issue. And, you know, our roster on the offensive side is pretty normal. Pitching is big because we didn't know what was going to happen with COVID numbers this year and who was going to have limited innings, who was not going to have limited innings. So you got to bring in extra just in case. And right now we have a good mix there as far as pitching. It's, you know, we're just waiting on the offensive guys, which it's great. We got a couple still in regionals. Which is phenomenal for them. We got a couple that are finishing school, so they should all be here within the next 2 weeks or so.
Sanderson and Joel Norman took a break Monday to speak with Dan on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Sanderson was hired following the 2019 season, but COVID scrapped last year. He says it allowed him to start from scratch to develop his current roster.
You know, I like to have about 2 guys at every position, add an extra shortstop because they're, you know, historically known to be the best athlete on the field, so they can kind of move around a little bit. So that's kind of what we did. And then we kept, 5 outfielders, so just rotate so guys can get a couple days off. And then, 3-4 catchers. You don't want to kill the catcher. Mm-hmm. They get beat up every day, so you got to have guys that can go in and out. And, you know, we're going to have between 18 and 23 pitchers depending on what time of the year. And I know that sounds like a lot, but some guys are prepared to throw 10 pitches, some are prepared to throw 44, some are prepared to throw 70, so you just don't quite know yet. And so that's the toughest part, is knowing who's ready and who's not.
Sanderson says his philosophy is to take advantage of team speed and depend on a big stable of arms to pitch Wenatchee into the win column.
You got to let guys hit. Obviously, our goal is to steal a lot of bases. We've tried to push the envelope. You know, this weekend wasn't as productive in that department because struggled a little bit getting on base at times, and so we'll get there. And, you know, we have a goal as a team of how many bases we'd like to steal. But our goal is to let guys go we ask them to get hard barrel. What that results is, or what that results in, it results in. We just ask for hard barrel and then let the baseball fall where it goes.
For the non-baseball people, hard barrel is the barrel onto the ball. Voice of the Apple Sox, Joel Norman, says the early part of the season will be spent on players getting to know each other and focus internally first.
Early on, we're really focusing on what we can do as a team. I think that's the biggest focus. Before you even start scouting the other team too fully, you have to, make sure you're aware of your own identity, your strengths, your weaknesses. And then, you go off of the guys who have the spring stats. But I can't imagine what it's like trying to scout the Apple Sox right now when no one played in the spring and you're saying, okay, well, his last season was 2019. He was a junior in high school then. So, but it's a unique process for everyone right now. And this early on, like I said, you're so focused on yourself because your coach is still getting a feeler for everyone. Obviously, he recruited them a while ago, but the focus right now is saying, how can I get all these guys to play together? Which guy was I batting third who now I probably need to bump down, or vice versa. So it's a unique process right now, but like I said, I think the focus is just on your own team for the short term.
If you want to see the entire interview with Dan and Joel and Ian, head to our website at ncwlife.com. Well, as far as the West Coast League scoreboard is concerned Monday, only one game to pass along. Corvallis beat Port Angeles in an offensive skirmish by a field goal, if you will. 13-10, the final coming up around the league tonight. Bellingham hosting Yakima Valley. The Knights and Lefties meet again in Port Angeles. Portland travels to Ridgefield, and Ben hosts Cowlitz. Don't forget, Apple Sox baseball tonight. We'll have some results for you tomorrow here on the Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Well, the Mariners are in Detroit to begin a 3-game series with the Tigers today. First pitch, well, that game's underway at Comerica Park, where Marco Gonzalez makes his second start after coming back from injury. He'll go up against Detroit's Matthew Boyd. You can watch that game on Root Sports Northwest. The Angels and Royals played in one of just 3 games on the Major League schedule Monday, with L.A. coming out on top 8-3. Halos brought 8 men to the plate in a 4-run first inning, ruining the Major League debut of Jackson Cower for Kansas City. His ERA after lasting just 2 outs, 54. Ouch. Cashmere started off a busy week in boys basketball with a 58-54 win at Quincy last night. Ty Schoening led the way with 25 points, while Sam Phillips had 13, Nate Phillips 10 for the Bulldogs. Also in boys play, Manson edged Moses Lake Christian 46-40, and Bridgeport got 19 points from sophomore Christian Lopez and 14 from senior Jesus Torres, and Downing Waterville Mansfield 60-49. The Ephrata JV takes on Cascade Christian Academy to kick off a busy schedule today. 7:30 games tonight. Eastmont is at Sunnyside. Wenatchee visits Moses Lake. Cascade hosts Cashmere. Omax Brewster. Manson welcomes Liberty Bell. Tenasket travels to Orville, and Moses Lake Christian entertains Pateras. The Cashmere girls had no trouble dispatching Quincy last night on the girls' side. 64-26 final. Manson stopped Soap Lake 57-41. Cascade Christian Academy topped Antioch 28-19. Waterville Mansfield beat Bridgeport 79-55. Coming up today, Cashmere at Cascade. Brewster hosting Omac. Liberty Bell's at Manson. Tenasket traveling to Orville. Moses Lake Christian as hosting Pateras. Eastmont is hosting Sunnyside tonight. Moses Lake is at Wenatchee. Waterville Mansfield traveling to Antioch. Finally, Eastmont and Wenatchee Boulders picked up wins at Eastmont Lanes yesterday. Wildcats beat Moses Lake 3-zip in a pin count margin of 210. High rollers on the day for Eastmont were Colby Hull with a 201 and Katie Heinz with a 179. Wenatchee had another impressive outing, this time in a 3-game sweep of Sela by a pin count margin of 647. Kyla Hankins led the way with a 214, while Mackenzie Monroe rolled a 190 as the Panthers remain undefeated. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. Join me for Wednesday's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Tomorrow is Donald Duck Day, National Donald Duck Day, and we will endeavor to answer the question that has been plaguing scholars since the 1930s. Why is it that Mickey Mouse wears a bottom but no top, and Donald Duck wears a top but no bottom? We'll get to the bottom of that riddle tomorrow on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Plus everything else you need to start your Wednesday. Live and local, 7 a.m. tomorrow. See you then. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan, and that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or simply give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
The Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center brings you Vibrant Motion, a new hour-long exercise program featuring local instructors Connie Townsend and Pat Robbins. Each week, we'll bring you a new episode with aerobics or Tai Chi. We promise you'll get a heart-pumping, low-impact workout regardless of your age. Join us for Vibrant Motion, weekdays on the NCWLIFE channel. Check your program guide for airtimes.
Do you have a fun or interesting video you'd like to see featured here on the NCWLIFE channel? It's easy. All you have to do is send us an email at newsphotos@ncwlife.com.